Alright, what's up guys? Kevin here
Lester.
Kayla.
with the Nincompoop Scoop. We're going to do a quick episode today. Afterwards, we will be doing a live giveaway, which will already have taken place by the time you watch this. So, first off, we're going to talk about a few things, Walking Dead related, a couple trailers that came out recently, and then I'm going to brag on Final Fantasy 15 a little bit. So, let me fix the camera here.
Oh,
There we go.
Oh my god, look at all that light.
Look at that.
Now it's beautiful.
Such
So,
a difference.
anyways, we're going to start by talking about the newest episode of Walking Dead, which
Lester got the study.
I made Lester watch, even though he's not a Walking Dead fan. I had to rewatch it to kind of. I usually watch it twice to make sure I didn't miss anything. So,
Back for her. The little
you do the same thing, right?
No.
Just the walkie part. I didn't understand what the walkie was.
Okay, so tell people, spoiler alert, obviously, but let people know what you found out. Like, what's going on with the walkie since you brought it up, and what you thought of the newest episode, and some key points that you wanted to point out.
Well, basically, the episode opens up with one of the characters. I won't tell you who.
Talk up a little bit.
I won't tell you who, but it zooms in on the walkie. And the first time I watched it, I didn't understand why it zoomed in on the walkie. Now the second time around, I was like, oh, okay, I saw why, because when it goes to the next character, they have the walkie. They were waiting for the first person to call them, and they didn't. So
Yeah.
that's what I missed with it.
Because they were supposed to be giving each other updates.
Yeah.
So they know everybody's safe and stuff.
So much for the updates.
Right? So,
The first person with the walkie will be fine.
oh yeah, yeah.
So much for the updates.
So without trying to give too many spoilers, we can kind of talk a little bit about it. There are some things we're going to spoil. Carl left Alexandria, snuck on a truck, which this started last week, and then he ended up, saying that with, what's the gal's name? I always forget her name, that Carl went after.
Enid?
Yeah, Enid. He was talking about going to find...
Her?
no, after when he was talking to Enid, he said he was going to go find Negan.
Oh, Negan.
Yes, so Carl was on a mission after he went to find Maggie and stuff, and him and Jesus boarded a truck and they're going after Negan. I won't say much more than that, but there's a really interesting dynamic between Negan and Carl, which, if you've read the comic books, you kind of know that relationship is something almost akin to fatherly son, almost to an extent. Obviously, Negan's a maniac, so that's not truly the case. But
It's not the case, but
he definitely has some things that you'll notice when you watch the episode. We shouldn't be worried about spoilers. We should just talk about it because it's Wednesday. You should know by now what's going on. But
there are some people who are struggling behind.
yes,
Or people who are picking it up.
or some people who just wait till it's on Netflix and then watch it on Netflix
Yeah.
like 8 months later. So. Anyways, it kind of just starts out where
Walkie. It goes around to different
no, the
people.
gal that Rosita
Sita.
is saying that she wants her bullet made. Her and Eugene go to do that, and Eugene kind of has second thoughts. I won't tell you if they end up doing it or not. We're not going to spoil it that much. What did you think of this episode?
Like I said earlier, it is setting up for all-out war. That's basically what it's doing. There's gonna be a coup somewhere. Someone's gonna be,
All we know is that
Someone's
there's going to be like 20
traitor and
people
just
die.
like.
So there's
Do you
gonna
think?
be
Do you think
train.
Spencer's going to turn on Rick, or do you think Dwight's going to turn
I think both.
on?
both?
You think?
Spencer for sure, because like he said,
He hates Rick. He's already
I
admitted
hate
that.
Rick.
And Father Gabriel calling him an ass was the best.
He's like, it doesn't make you a sinner, but it makes you full of shit.
Yeah.
Basically.
Makes you a total asshole. Yeah.
I think Spencer for sure is gonna betray them because he blames everything on Rick, which I kind of find no. Even if your mom was still there, you all still would have been taken over and probably lost more lives.
Well, what's even funnier is his mom was the one that trusted him to kind of be the leader.
Yeah.
So if he's going to bring up his mom, it's like, dude, if you want us to trust what your mom did, like you're saying, then you need to trust what the hell she did too.
Yeah.
Um,
But Dwight, I've been getting the feeling Dwight is gonna betray Negan. I've been getting the feeling since he came back. Just the way he looks at him.
And if you don't remember, Dwight is obviously the one who is wannabe Daryl. A couple seasons back, he's the one that stole the bike from. It was him and his gal. What's her name?
I don't remember
I can't
her
remember it
name.
either.
I don't even remember the. What was the girl that was with him?
The blonde-haired gal. You said her name earlier, right?
No.
Not the one that was in trouble
Not
in this
Amber.
episode.
She ends up dying. Because I remember Daryl stole their thing and he found out it was, she had like diabetes or something, and he went back and gave it to them, and they ended up stealing his
Still,
bike.
that's when they stole the bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was her sister or something like that.
Something like that. Because she was going to marry Negan.
Yes.
And that's why Dwight.
Which is why Dwight's wife is with
married.
Negan now.
Yes.
So, anyway, Dwight has some issues with Negan now because
I would too.
his wife got taken by Negan. And it's funny that if it's your wife, Negan could sure bang away on her. But if you wanted to sleep with your own wife, it's now cheating on Negan, and Negan don't play that. Which is why Dwight's face is all pizzified.
Just pizzified.
So,
Melted cheese.
melted cheese. It's all stuck to the iron goodness.
But yeah, I think he's gonna betray them. He's gonna betray Negan, but I think it's gonna end up bad for him.
Do you think Carl's brave or stupid for how he went after Negan?
Honestly, he's stupid.
Really?
Honestly, I think he's stupid. If you think about it logically, they have the numbers.
Right.
Carl is just one person. He's a kid, and then he's stuck in that little enclosed area.
Well, he
Sure.
wasn't originally by himself. He had somebody with him.
Even with two people, it would be impossible.
He had the Jesus.
They have the numbers.
Right.
To
But
be quite honest, I think when he picked up the AK, he should not have picked that up.
right.
And
Rifle, whatever it is.
he didn't really think of a plan. His whole thing was just, I'm just gonna kill Negan.
Which is fine. I mean, when you're emotional, that's how it is. And I'll tell you why I disagree with you guys. Why I think it was a good idea. Now Negan respects him. Whereas before, if he was just a chicken shit, Negan just kind of kills those people off. He now has a respect for Carl that I think is going to give Carl a little bit more leeway
But
that he
this-
wouldn't have gotten any other way.
But that's just Carl. Even he's still gonna do something to put Carl in his place.
I think Rick's going to get punished somehow or whatever, but I don't think, as we saw with Olivia.
Because if he does not punish Carl, Carl's gonna get the idea. Oh, he likes me. He
Well-
won't do anything.
He already called Negan out on that though.
So that's why I think Carl is a dumbass. He needs to keep his mouth. I'm worried for Judith.
Who cares? I want Judith to die.
Like, I'm worried for her.
That's probably the harshest thing, but Judith is slowing down the plot of the story. I'm tired of them having to worry about a baby on their knee and I was really hoping Maggie would have lost her baby because I think
Who knows?
you need to show the negative effects of this post-apocalyptic lifestyle. And raising a kid isn't going to be easy.
Nope.
But there are viewers leaving. You need to come this way a little bit. You
No.
keep
That's
backing
right.
out of the video.
Yeah, you keep sliding this.
Yeah, people are leaving the series in
Oh,
droves
I was
because they say
showing
it's
how
so.
they leave the series.
Oh yeah,
you know?
that's how they do it slowly.
Yeah, slowly.
But a lot of people are leaving because they
So
it's
the show's
Did it not?
show's slow. There's not as much action anymore. We're focusing too much on this
Drama.
family dynamic that the comic book doesn't. You just don't get that vibe. There's always somebody dying or a new twist. What pissed me off about the TV show is a lot of deals where their storyline moving forward is everybody getting split up and then them getting back
It's always
together.
the same thing.
And I'm freaking tired of that shit.
They find a spot.
So yes, you can tell me I'm fucked up in the head for saying this, but Judith and Maggie's baby need to go. Done. Bye-bye. Can't do it. I'm because of look what it's doing. Now Rick's in this total jam because now Negan knows about baby Judith.
Yes.
That's going to be more of it. You think Carl's going to be an
Which
issue?
I blame Carl for, because if Carl didn't he's like, if you don't kill us now, he's like, okay, let me go visit you.
He just kind of comes in at his own whim anyways. He would have found out about Judith eventually.
Eventually.
eventually you would have found.
But Carl needs to keep his... Honestly, for Carl might be 50-50. He might swing, because he's at a point...
He's pissed off at his dad right now.
He lost an eye, so he's pretty vulnerable. And seeing how Negan's working, I think Carl might get some of his ideas.
Read the comic book. Have you read any of the books?
I didn't get that far.
These 2 compendiums don't go into Negan because it was issue 100. I think that only goes to issue 98. The 2 compendiums, but there's a pretty cool dynamic with Negan and Carl, and the TV series is kind of
Setting it up.
setting that up.
See,
And
if Negan were to have a successor, his best bet would be Carl.
I think Negan thinks it's Dwight. I don't think Negan sees that Dwight. I think
he does, and he's just pretending he doesn't. What better way? If you have your enemy, keep them close.
Right. Here's my thing about it. I think he believes in his Negan's such a megalomaniac that I think he believes that Dwight just won't do anything. That Dwight's now under his thumb.
Tamed.
Yeah. So I think he believes, well, shit, if something happens to me, I'll just have Dwight take care of it until I'm healthy or until I'm, till things work out with me, and then I'll be fine. But I do agree. I think Carl would be a hell of a successor to Negan. I think I said that when we were watching the episode. Who better than Carl, who already has this fucking piss poor attitude?
He'll be easily to brainwash.
Yeah.
And he'll be able to get Rick in line, too, because it's his son. He would not want to do nothing against his son.
Right. I think that we need to see a knockdown, drag out, just fight between Carl and his dad. I think it's too soon now. I think we need to wait for Carl, or if Carl might die. I mean, who knows? But I would like to see here next season or the season after with Carl kind of growing up a little bit more. Just an all-out fight between Rick and Carl.
I think it's going to be a lot of people that are going to... Spencer, Dwight, Michonne maybe, because she's not too... Rosita,
she's pretty
for
pissed.
sure.
They're pissed off at Rick right now as well.
Yeah.
Anyways, next week is the mid-season finale, which is... I hate that they do this because I have to go 12 weeks or 8 weeks, whatever it is, without The Walking Dead. But
that's why they give you the fear of the.
I gotta wait for half a year for Bones to come back. Even longer now.
I thought Bones got canceled.
It's on its last.
It's coming back in January.
And it's the last season.
Not yet. They're still in season 11, I believe.
What?
Yeah, because...
Oh, it's on winter break right now?
It's coming back January.
Anyway,
so
Walking Dead, we're pretty lucky for the summer break because as soon as Walking Dead ends, we get Fear the Walking Dead.
Yep.
So, but also they have the summer break for that where it's like 6 to 8 weeks or whatever.
Yes,
so,
Fear the Walking Dead is also really
I
good.
actually like Fear the Walking Dead better than The Walking Dead at this point. I like, and I've been saying this since I've watched the first season of The Walking Dead.
Nick.
I want to see, it's not even Nick so much.
I like Nick.
I hate his mom. I can't stand her. But
Ooh, yeah.
I like Nick's sister. I think she's, and Olivia. Alicia, yeah. But Olivia, is it Olivia?
The
Hispanic gal. Or the Salvadorian gal. What is her name right now? I can't believe I'm having a brain. Is it Olivia?
No, that's the girl we just saw in The Walking Dead.
Oh, is it?
That's the one that
had... Salazar's her last name, Daniel's daughter.
Oh my god.
It's going to kill me. Anyways, I really like her because I like how she's like just manned up and she went on her own to do whatever she didn't do. Anyways, we're not talking about Fear the Walking Dead. We're talking about Walking Dead. Mid-season finale is next week, so we'll all let you guys know what we think of that after it airs. Lester doesn't have to. He can just sit back and because he is not a Walking Dead fan. So next, do you have any anime news or anything that you would like to share? Or maybe talk about Jericho now that you finished season 2. Give everybody a rundown of what you thought of that season. How many scoops you'd give the series overall.
Jericho is actually a surprisingly good series.
Tell them what it's about, because I'm sure they remember. But if it's their first time watching,
most of them knows that it is a post-apocalyptic
United States.
Yeah, United States, not the world, the United States, only strictly the United States. And then this just people in a small.
What's it with an R?
Oh, you guys are talking to each other. So it's just basically a small town, kind of like Lemoore, except it doesn't have a military base. But it's a small little town with farmlands everywhere.
Middle America and Kansas.
Yep, and it's actually
Ophelia.
It's actually a pretty good show. I actually did enjoy it. Finished season 1 in like 3 days. Binged that shit.
Connection to Walking Dead. Morgan from Walking Dead is Robert Hawkins in Jericho.
Yeah. And you can't kill Robert Hawkins.
He's a badass in Jericho, even more so than what he is in Walking Dead.
You can't kill Robert Hawkins. Season 2 actually became my favorite season so far, because it showed more in depth of like what's actually going on behind the scenes of like everything.
Like how Homeland's corrupt.
Yeah,
and how they split the country.
It basically talks about like corrupt companies and all that stuff. It was like, dang, this is hitting way too close to home.
Damn, Daniel.
Damn, Daniel.
That's good. That was good.
But yeah, Robert became my favorite character.
Hawkins.
Yeah, Robert Hawkins became my favorite character in season 2. I was like, yeah,
He's a badass for sure.
too much of a badass. And then I
like how Major Beck kind of how his character,
His-
how he finally
his
just says
character.
"f you" to the government and stuff. So
basically like I did not like this character in the beginning.
right, because he
Even-
followed orders blindly.
Yeah,
like,
and then like up even at at the end of the season 2, I was like, I still don't really like you. You need to prove to
Yeah.
me that you will be a likable character. But for now,
which we would have seen in season 3, but the TV show got canceled.
Yeah, they got canceled.
There are comic books for season 3 and 4, and there are rumors that Netflix or CBS Direct, CBS All Access, whatever they're naming it now, might be picking Jericho up. So, and I don't know if they're going to go into season 3 or if they're going to have the comic book actually be canon and
Follow
then
after it.
and then it be after the comic books. I don't know, but so out of 3 scoops, how many scoops do you give it? Remember, 1 is nobody, 2 is maybe just people into apocalyptic whatever, 3 is for everybody.
I would say 2.5.
2.5.
2.5 because not everyone does the whole post-apocalyptic thing. The thing is, like, the first season kept me on the edge of my seat because,
Right.
'cause,
Trying
like,
to find out who did it. And
like everything about it, like it just sets
Hawkins' character.
Oh my god, Hawkins!
Because you just
character.
don't know if he's good or bad.
You just don't know anything about him.
Yeah.
He was like that wild card that just came out of nowhere.
One of the best characters in a TV series in a long time, I believe.
Yeah.
Even compared to Walking Dead and stuff, like there's just something about that character that, you know, if somebody says who's your favorite character from what show, like he pops up in my head.
TV series wise.
Yeah.
Well,
Well,
like,
I mean, even movie wise, I love.
Well,
Robert
what
Hawkins.
I loved about with the episode 6 of season 2 was the fact that like he had, you know, because we all know he was was he CIA, right?
He was actually CIA, but he
Yeah.
had fake being FBI, Homeland, all that stuff.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
was CIA.
He's
yeah.
CIA, and then he's just like, I have Wade, just dumps all of these identification cards everywhere
For everything.
for everything, and lo and behold, he has a J&R,
Jennings and Rawls.
he has a Jennings and
ID.
Rawls ID, and he even stole the shirt and a vehicle, and it would have been the perfect plan, but no.
But John or whatever, John Smith,
is what they called him by.
put the tracker on the nuke.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it's on Netflix. Check it out. It doesn't. Like he said, he watched first season, which is 22 episodes, right?
Yeah, it was like 22 episodes, and then
And he
like,
watched it in 3 days. So,
I binged it. That's what I did.
but season 2 is only 7 episodes. It doesn't take long to get through it at all.
Oh, I did feel fun. I did feel sorry for Bonnie though that she died.
That did suck.
That-
Spoiler
that-
alert.
That really did suck.
That did suck though, because you first off because now all he has left is all her brother has now is Mimi, because their parents died before the show even started.
Oh, yeah.
So he raised Mimi, and now Stanley's just by himself with Mimi because now she died.
I like how you said
Bonnie
you
died.
raised Mimi.
Yeah, I meant Bonnie.
They raised her.
But yeah, it was quite the heartbreak episode.
But watching her and then watching Mayor Green die, like when Jake and brain fart, his brother going to see their dad dying on the,
yeah,
and he's like, "I'm proud of you," and the tear goes down his face. I'm like,
yeah,
"Oh, Kevin, don't cry." No.
yeah. When Johnston died,
Johnston Green, my second all-time favorite character in a TV show. Very sad days for me. But that's with Walking Dead, Dell and Herschel dying. Those were my 2 favorites in Walking Dead.
it seems like you like the healers.
Yeah, I like the.
They both have a healing factor.
I like the father
The
figure
fatherly
type.
figures.
Yeah, you know, except for Robert Hawkins is a tank for sure. He's a tank.
Robert Hawkins will do whatever it takes.
So, anyways, that's what we're gonna talk about with Jericho and Walking Dead. There now, if you haven't watched it yet, you have got to see the trailer for The Last of Us 2. If you want to go watch that, pause this now and go watch that trailer. because we're going to spoil it. I will put the link in the video once we get this uploaded and stuff. So, The Last of Us, if you didn't already know, is also a post-apocalyptic game that was on PS3. And you have two main characters that...
like a while ago, too.
Yeah, 2010 or 11. No, it hasn't been that long. 2013, I think.
That's still a while.
Yeah, it's
That's
still
still
3
a
years,
while
3 years.
for a video game.
So it's almost like zombies, but it's a plant fungi born illness to where it controls the brain, which is actually based off of a real thing where there's this fungus that gets in ants' heads and makes them climb trees to the sun.
It gets into insects' heads.
Yeah, it's kind of like World War Z.
Yeah.
That movie, they kind of delved into that as well.
It's not an infection. It's just
It just controls your body. It
Parasite.
it's a parasite.
Parasite.
That's what you become.
parasitic spores.
So in Last of Us, in the first one, I'll try not to spoil any ending or anything. You're playing as this father figure type to. He finds this gal that's immune to.
Is today's episode the father
episode?
episode?
Like Father's Day isn't for a couple more months, but he finds a character that ends up being immune to the parasite. So,
or is the infection?
Well, we could say, yeah. I mean, that's fine either way. Whatever the case,
Whatever. It may be.
She's immune.
She's immune to it, and he decides he wants to get her to this safe space. So, they're called the Fireflies. Can take her blood and make a cure.
Wasn't really take blood.
Shh, gonna spoil it.
Yeah, I'm trying not to give because I think
They took her heart. That's what
They
they
were-
did.
there's The Last of Us remastered on PS4. I recommend getting the remastered because it has the there was a not sequel but DLC where you actually play as
The girl before.
what's her name? Ellie. Yeah.
Before she meets.
And you
Joel.
find out you meet her best friend and stuff. Yeah, before she ends up with Joel.
She finds out how she's immune
Right.
too.
Yep. So it's a must. I think Last of Us Remastered is a 3 scoops out of 3 for everybody. Obviously for younger kids and stuff, there are some jump scares and stuff that it will definitely freak them out. But if your kids are badasses, it shouldn't. You just teach your kids to be a badass.
But
I have one of those.
yes.
Yep.
So
Isn't it rated M though?
It is rated.
So that's Last of Us 2. If you guys saw that trailer, you guys get to see something pretty interesting.
So we're now going to spoil the trailer. Pause. Go watch it. Beep, 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 beep,
And now that you have
beep,
paused
beep.
and watched,
We're back. So Lester, tell them about The Last of Us Part 2 trailer.
so The Last of Us Part 2 trailer. As you
First off, hold on. Sorry, interruption. Last of Us Remastered. How many scoops do you give it?
He didn't play it.
If you played the original Last of Us, the game itself, what do you give?
Played
Scoop?
either.
No, I played it before. I give it.
You did not play. Me and Eileen played it.
No. I played it on my PS3 when I borrowed it from Frankie.
Anyways, we're not here to put anybody on blast. Jeez. But from looking at it or watching it or seeing other people play, what would you give
I
it?
give it 3 out of 3 actually.
So for everybody,
3 scoops out of 3.
what would you give
I'll
it?
give it more than 3.
Well, we only have a 1 through 3 system. 3 is the best you can do because that's for everybody.
That's gonna be
I
like.
give it 3 stars.
We don't do stars here, so her opinion is now obsolete. But I give it 3 scoops with Lester.
Yeah.
Amazing story, amazing graphics, amazing OST.
The characters are even awesome.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
What I love.
the amazing kill of a bunny.
What I really like about it is she doesn't really hinder the story. Like a lot of
No.
those the quests where you have to, protect somebody to tag them along, they end up hindering the storyline.
What is it? Not escort. There we
Yeah,
go.
the escort
Yes.
missions. Yeah.
The
Yeah,
escort
thank you. I
missions.
couldn't remember what they were.
The escort mission.
We're not talking about strippers
The
or prostitutes.
the entirety
Swinging
of
has
the
to
game
protect
is an
someone.
escort mission.
Yes,
But it's not really entirely of an escort mission.
because
It's
she actually kind of handles her own pretty well. Well,
she from
She learned.
she hides very well.
from time to time when she's not there anymore. It's no longer escort. It just becomes an espionage kind of sort of
Because
thing.
there are parts where you guys get split up. So, anyways, back to the trailer. Sorry, guys.
trailer. So, now that you have seen it, hopefully you did. So, as mentioned in the game in Last of Us, Joel said that he wants to teach Ellie how to play guitar. Also, that hints towards this is the fact that if you went to a con, which I forgot what it was called, the actors for Joel and Ellie, and there's like another actress. And there's
Troy Baker and I can't remember.
It's Troy Baker, the chick who did Ellie, and then there was another character. There's like 3 characters, and then they discuss about Ellie playing guitar. So in the trailer, time jump, skip, whatever you want to call it,
About 5 years difference
about
between
5
the two
years,
games.
give or take, we see Ellie playing a guitar. And we see we see a older Joel dead on the floor.
No,
No?
Joel's not dead. The dead bodies are the fireflies.
Yeah.
Dead on the floor.
Yes, fireflies are dead on the floor. He was standing in the doorway,
He
remember?
walked
That's
in,
right.
Because
yeah.
he was talking to her. But there's a reason why I think he misspoke on that, because I gave him my theory on what I think about
The
Joel.
theory
Which
we
I'm not
share.
going to put that theory on here, because I want you guys to kind of get your own opinion on it. Do you think the trailer, do you think it encompasses what The Last of Us should be? Do you like that now she's kind of on this revenge mission? We don't know why she's going after the fireflies. You see a stop sign with the firefly emblem on it.
So we know they're still alive.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
They are probably going on
it's
a
probably
hunt for
another
them.
faction to get revenge for what happened in the first
Another
game.
faction, or
Yeah, there could be different. They could still be the Fireflies, but there could be like a faction in this city, and then
so
a
you mean
faction.
a branch?
Faction branch is the
It's
same
all the same
thing.
thing.
No,
But-
Yes.
It's all good. Whatever.
Thank you,
Dang,
Lester.
you guys act like you're married already. You guys aren't even married yet.
Anyways, it's the first trailer. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get more trailers later on since it's the first one. I like the fact that we're gonna play more time as Ellie.
Yeah, Ellie's the main. She's actually going to be the main
Give
character.
more
in this
Ellie
one.
time.
We'll get to see how she's grown. Because throughout the first one, it was mostly Joel. It was about Joel. About his journey.
Him getting over the fact about him losing his
what
kid
happened,
and
yes.
all that stuff.
It was his journey with Ellie as a tag along. Yes, we learned about Ellie, but it was about Joel.
It was a Joel-driven story.
Him getting over it, moving on, and finding something else to believe in.
Which is why you should get the remastered on PS4, because it has the Last of Us Left Behind, I believe is what the DLC
Yes.
is called.
And it's basically his journey, learning how to accept that this is my world, and he finds, like I said, something else to believe in. He's not dead.
He believes in Ellie.
So, dead. Dead.
Air
So,
quotes.
I'm excited to see how it affected Ellie. I want to see her side, to see
Which-
her journey.
In the preview, you see her hand shaking, so there's
Yes.
something going on with her that we
Yeah.
don't know what it is.
I figure that's from the continuous play of guitar.
Yeah, she's just playing the guitar way too much, so
Hey man, did you not see all the blood splatters on those fingers?
it's because all those dudes she had killed,
there
man.
was dead bodies. in
No
there.
matter if there's dead bodies or not.
But yes, if you play the guitar too much, you get
Yeah.
Yeah, blisters.
blisters and
But
stuff. So.
could also be from something else.
Anyways, so let us know what you guys think of the trailer for that. The next trailer we're going to get into, and then we're probably going to end this after I talk a little bit about Final Fantasy 15. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 looks amazing, and that's from one trailer.
But that's
James
half the
Gunn.
movie, though.
James Gunn just actually James Gunn is really good about it. In his trailers, it's usually scenes they've cut out from the movie that he uses to kind of get you excited for it. But they were at Comic-Con Brazil, I believe, South American Comic-Con or whatever. Pause this, go find that trailer because we're going to talk about it. 3, 2, 1, pause, and we're back. Guardians of the Galaxy 2 it looks amazing. You see in the preview there's some returning characters. For example, Lester, would you like to show them who's coming back for Volume 2?
This person.
Baby Groot.
Well, this is large Groot.
Well, he looks like a baby though.
Well, yeah, this is basically.
'Cause it shrinks
This
the
is
body,
actually
so-
legitimately his size.
Kind of what he looks like, yeah.
Yeah, this is actually like legitimate size.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take him out of his box. He hasn't been brought out yet. Anyways, we also see Michael Rooker's character coming back.
Yeah.
I'm horrible with names today. Yondu. So Yondu's back. You see that Mantis. You see her for a brief second, which you see now some metal over her face where Gamora kicked her ass.
Body head.
And then you see them fighting a big old alien, and then you see Baby Groot kind of not listening, being Baby Groot.
Baby Groot, being a baby for.
So, what was your thought on the Guardians of the Galaxy preview?
The graphics look amazing.
That's technology now.
Um,
I'm just gonna say that's just technology now.
Some people do it better than others.
yeah, like there were some spots in Deadpool which they didn't have as much money, but there's some like graphical errors in Deadpool where I was just like, this looks like, or like we made fun of with The Walking Dead this episode. You can see where they put that fake building in there. But would you say, what did you think of the humor? Do you think that's going to take away from it too much? Or, as I feel, Guardians of the Galaxy is a big part of it is the humor.
As long as they don't do what they did with the second Avengers movie, where it was a joke every 5 minutes and just trying to be funny, it should be okay. If there's a decent amount of jokes and a decent amount of seriousness where it's like balanced, then it should be okay.
Yeah.
But if it's overbalanced and
No, the difference though is Avengers is supposed to be serious. Guardians of the I mean, it's Chris Pratt. He's one of my favorite actors. I loved him ever since Andy Dwyer on Parks and Recreation. He brings and Drax, one of my all-time favorite characters in a hero movie. He's hilarious. Like in the first one when he mentions, I guess that just went over your head. Nothing goes over my head. I'm too fast. I'll catch it. And it's like, okay, bro. In this new preview, this girl that can read emotions touches
Chris Pratt.
Star-Lord's leg, and
It wasn't the leg, it was her hand.
was it his hand? She tells Gamora that he loves
No,
Yes.
he's
that he wants to have sex with her, right?
Sexual
He
desire.
has sexual feelings for, and Drax just cracks up. And at the end of it, he's like, "Do me!" Like he actually wants her to out his deepest, darkest secrets. So
I just found it funny that he
you
went
find
full
joy
on.
in me making fun of your friends.
I find it funny that he went full on like Russian laughter.
yeah, oh yeah,
Like
'cause
he
it's-
just
yeah.
he just went. It's like I was like, wow,
Yeah, it's amazing.
wow, that's hilarious.
I would say if it's anything like what this preview is showing, it's probably going to be one of Marvel's best movies. But I already put Guardians of the Galaxy probably in my top 5 anyways. Actually, I think for Marvel movies, it would be, even though this isn't the Disney branch, I would say probably goes,
All the Marvel movies.
out of just Marvel, not talking DC or any other superheroes, but I'm talking Fox Marvel, Disney Marvel, or who's the other one? 20th Century Fox is one, Disney, and
I don't know the other one.
It was Fox, Disney. I think that's it, really. No, there's one
who was
more.
Spider-Man with?
Aren't they with?
Now they're partnered with Sony. Sony.
Yeah.
Sony had Spider-Man. Anyways, so I would say that in my top 5, and I'm not going to give it a specific order, I'm just saying for Marvel movies. Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, Daredevil, not Daredevil,
You already went to DC.
Deadpool, Guardians of the Galaxy, Ant-Man, Civil War, and The Incredible Hulk with Ed Norton, which was the one before,
Not Mark Ruffalo.
right before all the cinematic stuff came together. If you actually watch the post-credit on that one, you see Iron Man actually hunts him down to talk to Thunderbolt Ross, saying, "I heard you have a problem," and that's where the cinematic universe was starting to come together. So,
Which movie was that? Was that the last movie
which one?
for the Hulk?
Yes, that was the last, like, because they haven't done a Hulk movie yet, because they don't have the full rights for it.
Right.
So they'd have to fight for that. But yeah, that was the last full Hulk movie. They had Liv Tyler as his love character, or as his
Love interest.
love interest. And then it's where he's in South America, and then he comes back to the United States to find a cure and stuff. So those are my top 5. So if you notice, I like a sense of humor, but not where it's overdone or it seems forced. Avengers, Age of Ultron,
Oh my
they
god.
tried way too hard.
That was my biggest beef with it.
But actually, you know, I didn't put any of the X-Men in there, and I would actually say that Days of Future Past would probably be in my top 5 before that Avengers Civil War would be, because of Quicksilver. I love that Quicksilver so much better than the Marvel's Quicksilver.
Oh.
Because he has fun with it, and he's got the goggles, and he like that.
Oh, you mean Fox's over Disney's?
Yes, over Disney's, yeah.
I was gonna say Marvel. They're both Marvel.
So yeah, that's what I meant. So anyway, check out that preview. I'll put it underneath here. I'm sure since I've already started talking about it, you probably already went and watched it. So you said there's nothing new, kind of anime wise, or anything that you've.
Nothing new anime wise other than Yu-Gi-Oh. It's
Moe.
getting more intense.
Okay.
Way more intense,
Uh,
actually.
The movie's almost coming out.
Yeah.
The Dark Side.
Yeah, Dark Side of
Dimensions.
Dimensions
For
is coming
Yu-Gi-Oh.
out for Yu-Gi-Oh. I don't know if it's coming out in like the big theaters in big cities,
It's. I believe it's only in selected theaters.
Yeah, that's
and
about it,
if
though.
it's not, it's gonna go straight to DVD.
That one show you had that you really like, that's Japanese, which kind of like Power Rangers, as we've talked about.
oh, the Super Sentais?
Yeah.
Holy
Didn't they just put like
The new one.
the next season?
Yep.
They just came out with some art
Yeah,
for it,
they
so-
did.
Saw
They came
it.
out with a new Super Sentai already, and it's a space theme.
It reminded me more of Power Rangers than anything, though, with all the different
There's
colors.
like 8 in there, dude.
Yeah, there's
8,
too many of them,
9.
but with all the different colors
There's
and
like
their
8.
suits
There's
and
like
stuff.
8 or 9. Oh, but like I think everyone will enjoy it though because this is the Zodiac
It's
one.
Zodiacs.
Oh,
it's,
is it?
It's the astrological Zodiac.
Well, that's what the Zodiac is.
No, because like there's also the Chinese Zodiac, and then there's the astrological Zodiac.
I don't know nothing about the Chinese. Oh, like the Year of
The
the Dog and that
tiger,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. I forget that that's considered.
A Zodiac.
Yeah.
But from what I get,
Like I'm Gemini, so this would be that.
yeah,
Yes.
That. Yeah.
yeah. I don't know which color that one would be, unless they're going to be evil ones. But who knows? All I know is that my Zodiac is the main leader, and that kind of
Which I called
pisses me off, to be honest. To be
What's that?
honest,
Leo.
because like.
Leo is.
It's just a really overdone thing where like the Leo is the more prideful, proudful.
But that's supposedly what a Leo is. The Leo is supposed to be kind of like.
I'm pretty sure Leo is considered leader of this. I'll have to look it up.
It's
but
not the leader of the Zodiac.
I'm pretty
I thought
sure.
Tauruses were, but it might be Leos. I don't. Whatever the case.
Whatever
The
the
lion's
case
the
be.
leader.
Whatever the case be, the lion one is the best.
And tell them where they can watch some of the older episodes.
You can watch all of these on KissAsian.com.
KISSASIAN.com.
You can also watch The Grudge versus The Ring on there, but it's dubbed in English.
Terrible dub.
And from the first 5 minutes that I saw, it's not that good of a lip sync dub.
Listen, folks, if you made it through the old Godzilla movies, you could probably
You
make
can
it
do
through
it.
that.
I'm gonna get through it. 'cause
But it is The Ring versus The Grudge.
Kayako versus.
Obviously, if you watch those horror movies, you know The Ring's the chick that was stuck in the well and died. Now she's got all these, and then The Grudge is the one where she crawls and like,
It makes a
yeah,
noise.
She would totally
With the
be
cat
part-
boy.
She-
Cowboy.
With the cat boy.
She would totally be like part of the middle man.
I'm gonna watch it because I'm a big horror fan.
Would you?
And
So
tell them how expensive KissAsian.com is to watch stuff
It is
for free.
free.
For free.
Free.
Anyways, folks, so we're about to get off here, but I want to talk a little bit about Final Fantasy 15.
Wait.
oh my god, you just scared me.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Go
It
on.
was heart attacks.
Hammer time.
Anyways, Final Fantasy 15 is. I'm excited because it reminds me of Final Fantasy.
I can't wait to actually start playing 15 when I get a chance to.
It's They don't. It's not turn based, but you could turn wait on. So instead of active battle, you could wait mode, and it's kind of like turn based. You actually can go through and decide if you want to attack, if you want to warp, or which makes me very happy because I'm old school JRPG where I like the turn based.
So it's like what we discussed, where it's like what 10 and 12 together.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like it's free roam, but they have a little gauge.
And they bring back kind of like which a lot of people like from 10, the sphere grid, to where you level up from that. It's kind of like
that?
It's kind of like that. It even kind of looks the same because it is a grid, but there's.
Can you bleed into each other's grid?
Actually, see, and how this grid is, it's not per person. Like there's a companion grid where it's you and your companions learning specific things, and then there's a magic grid to where you can learn specific magic, and then physical.
So it's like it's. Fuck, I can't think of the word. Never mind.
We all seem to be having
some brain
word
farts.
problems today.
It's this Lamore, the fucking smog out here is eating away at our brain. So Final Fantasy 15, it gives me that
Skill
old school
branch,
feel.
that's what it is.
Yes, like skill tree. It's exactly what it is, skill
There
tree.
you go.
But it brings it back to where you have to use ability points to do the sphere before you can go to the other
Yeah.
spheres. And the storyline so far I really like because it's different for Final Fantasy. It's not just a retread. I love how they're doing the storyline with the summons being a little bit different than just, oh hey, I'm going to call this summons. There's how they work is a little bit different. I really like the characters. I kind of like that bro out mode where it's just 4 dudes on a road trip to start the game. I really enjoy that, and I think it's cool seeing when the character, and this has been known, so I'll say spoiler, but it's not really a spoiler because you know that this is kind of what leads them on the journey back to the main castle. Like it's fucking Mario or something. The king
It's
dies.
in a different castle.
The king dies, and it just kind of leaves.
My 1% is really being really strong right now.
It makes the character more relatable to the fact how he reacts to losing his father and stuff.
Wait,
so,
which character?
Noctis.
Don't say the black-haired Asian one.
Asian one.
Because they're all Final Fantasy characters based on Asian.
Yeah, they look like white people though. Like the Final Fantasy characters always look white. I don't
They
know
always
why.
look white. What we're talking about.
But Noctis. So I would give it 3 scoops out of 3. But actually,
You want to go higher.
I would if I could. Pick it up. There's some DLC that's going to be coming out. There's some free stuff they're going to be adding to it. They're going to increase the storyline. Instead of just beating the game and that being the end of it, there's a lot of cool stuff they're going to be doing. Anyways, since I'm the only one that's played that, I think I'm the only one that really has the opinion on it. I like how you can do side stuff, like you can do cooking, fishing, and stuff. Build your skills up for that. And
Oh no, it's RuneScape all over again.
there's some RuneScape type stuff in there. So
Can you couch lobsters now?
So anyways, I think we're going to probably end it there because we're already 45 minutes in, and we're going to be doing a live giveaway here in a second. So, which you guys would have already known who the winner is. Anyways, I love y'all. Keep watching. I'm Kevin.
Lester.
Kayla.
We're the Nincompoop Scoop, and we're out, folks. Thanks again.